What's up, guys? I'm here with the Marvel Legends 12-inch Spider-Man figures. Regular suit, black suit Spider-Man. And a lot of people are saying these are the exact same mold except for the head, and they are not actually. I just noticed this. Obviously the head sculpts are different, but if you take a look at the chest and the paint work, which is not actually even paint, these are all separate pieces of plastic put into the chest mold. You're probably not going to be able to see it on camera. You might. But there's actually separations between the black and the white. You can see like spaces, and if you take your fingernail, hold on, try to do this with one hand. Take your fingernail. I don't know if you can hear the clicking, but you can feel where your fingernail catches between the plastic. This hole all around here and all over the back. Now the bottom part is painted. This is not a separate piece. But all this is newly molded. The butterfly joints are painted though. They're not. That's just paint. But all this is, I guess they just etched out the shape and put white plastic in there. Which is pretty cool because that's why the lines are all clean as they are. On every single figure I looked at, the lines were all clean. There was no mess ups. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. And the head sculpt, obviously, they got the eyes are actually sculpted. They're not just painted on, which is nice. I wish they did more with this figure though. They should have sculpted all the line work in. That would have made this figure worth the price point. This figure is definitely not worth the $50. Oh, they did the same to the Spider-Man symbol on the back of this one though. If you look, you can see it's separate plastic. So this whole Spider-Man symbol on the back is not paint. It's actually red plastic pushed into the back of him. So they did the same kind of work with that, but the rest is just painted. And if they would have just did all the line work etched in or raised, it would have just been so much better. But I can't complain. The paint work is really good on the lines. I don't really see any mess ups anywhere except for like on the arms. You can see like the paint is a little messed up on the blue. Other than that, I didn't pay the full price. I got him for $23, along with Cap and Iron Man. I waited. They all dropped down to $23 on clearance, so that's when I picked them up. But this guy I paid full retail, and this amazing figure right here I paid full retail. This figure is absolutely amazing. This, if you're only gonna get one figure in the line right now, Thor is definitely the one to get. You'll love him. Cap's really nice too, man. Cap's got a really nice sculpt and everything. Everything's really, molded nice. Real nice. People don't understand, like, let me see, like, I'll show you on Thor. Like, Thor's, actually, this face. Let me do the other head sculpt. Like, on Thor's face, those teeth are a separate piece of plastic. His eyes are separate pieces. They're not painted right on they plug into the actual face. If you look inside the head, because the head comes off, all these wraps right here are separate pieces of plastic. That wrist thing is a separate piece of plastic. The wraps on the hand are a separate piece of plastic. Like, this is a 3-piece hand. There's the 4 fingers, the wrap, and then the thumb. And they're all glued together. Like, all this right here, that brown strap on his boots, that's a separate piece of plastic. It's just not painted. The bottom one's painted though. But there's a lot more work into these than people realize, I think. And that's why the prices are so high. Like, this figure is amazing. I wish I had a fucking tripod. But see, you take his helmet off, you could pull pop his whole head off with one hand. Let me try this. Take his whole head off, right? And then you pull his face out. And then you take the other head and you do the same. And then you can take this face, put it in this hair, which goes to the helmet, and then you have another head sculpt. So technically you have 4 different head sculpts, because you could have the non-bearded face in the helmet, the bearded face in the hair, and then you can swap them. That's 4 different head sculpts on this one figure, which is amazing. And I'll show you since I got the head off. You see how this back piece is a separate piece. Let me focus in. Is a separate piece of plastic. Well, that separate piece of plastic has the teeth and the eyes that plug into the front piece of plastic. So those are separate. You can see a little like space between the lip and the teeth right there. Now, all the figures are like that though. Like all the eyes are separate pieces of plastic. I think. Let me see. No, actually, Steve Rogers might be painted on, but the hair at least is a separate piece of plastic. You know. I think they started putting more detail into them, like with that. Let me see. Deadpool. Can't really tell. I think his all painted on, but the other head sculpt. Oh man. Let's see. Like this head sculpt. This head sculpt, the teeth are separate. And let's see on the inside. And the eyeballs are probably separate too. This whole extra mask piece is separate. That's tore up. You can see like the spacing. Let's see the Tony Stark head. No, the Tony Stark head. These are all one mold and just painted. So they're upping the quality of it. So the first 3 are kind of lowball, but that Thor one. Yeah, see, this is all painted too. So the Thor, starting with the Deadpool and the Thor, they started separating the eyes and the teeth and everything to put more detail to. I mean, I think this line's only going to get better. All the shading on the helmet and stuff like this. This Thor, this cloth cape is just gorgeous, man. It's absolutely gorgeous. The way it flows on the figure, the way they got it right here. This is a serious figure. If I had a tripod and everything, all that shit, I'd probably do a full review, but I don't have any of that stuff anymore. I really don't make videos on any figures anymore. I just stopped collecting pretty much for a while. And I got a piece of dirt right there. That's a nice figure though. That's a serious figure right there. This guy, I'd wait for him, and I think he's a Target exclusive. I've only seen him at Targets. And he's $60 there, man. He's $59.99. I'd wait for him to drop in price. Because I don't think anybody's gonna pay $60 for him. My dumb ass did. So I'm pretty sure there's other dumbasses out there like me that are gonna pay $60 for him. Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong, he's nice. But $60 when he's just pretty much 90% repaint of that guy down there. Yeah. I like this line though. I think it's great. I think they're doing better. Deadpool. The only thing wrong with this Deadpool, his head's a little big. Focus. Damn it, his head's a little big. And his ankle rockers, they fucked up so much. Like they put I don't know, they angled the pins wrong. So the way they rock is just weird, man. It's not cool. I don't know. And they could have had this gun come out the holster, man. They should have did that. If that gun came out the holster, but it is a different piece. That whole gun piece is a separate piece of plastic from the holster, though. At least it's not like one piece and it's painted. That knife does come out. Even this thing, the tin foil, his burrito. The tin foil is a separate piece of plastic from the actual burrito part, which is nice. I don't know. Is all this separate too? I can't tell. I'm all putting the fucking camera all up in the figure. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Trying to see if that red and the black is like separated. It's hard to see on camera. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. But I don't know. Yeah, I just want to put that out there that this upper chest piece right here and the head are two different pieces from this guy. Those are the only things to separate. That's why that's nice though. But that's, that's just not paint and shit, man. That's a whole other piece of plastic. They gotta carve out the shape inside the black one. They push this piece in. I mean, I don't know how the whole process is done. I don't know if it's like a super thin piece that just lays right on top, or I don't know. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. Take it easy, guys.